I am really, really proud of the churches in our network. And I do believe that the churches in our network work really hard to be generous in regards to church planting. The thing that I have appreciated so much, we'll throw a resident in the middle of a room and go, all right, we're going to let this guy share his vision. We want everybody to get on board. And then there are coffees happening and lunches happening. And even some of the smallest churches in the network are stepping up to contribute. And then they get to go back to their churches and they get to celebrate the fact that they are investing in church planting. And so I just think you see the heart, that culture and heart of generosity within the network itself. We're investing about 50 grand a year to help train pastors in third world countries to get more churches planted amongst unreached people groups. We do take very, very seriously trying to fund the kingdom so that things can grow and expand. I'm a firm believer that when you live your life like this, that God is not going to put more in your hands. But if you will live open-handed and if you will be generous with what God has given you, that God will put more in your hands so that you can continue to be generous. You know, when I think about the call of the Great Commission, the call to go and to make disciples of all nations, I am deeply convinced that the most or one of the most effective ways to do that is through church planting. And so I would say if you're worried about it, stop worrying, live open-handed, invest in the kingdom. And I believe that if you will seek the kingdom of God first above all things and just invest in that way, that God will not only meet your needs, but he will give you more so that you can continue to be generous in kingdom ways. It's so easy as church leaders to just focus on your thing and to not focus on the bigger thing. You get so consumed with your church that you're not thinking about the church. And I think when the priority becomes the church, you start to experience God taking care of your church. If you're a kingdom first kind of leader, I think God's going to take care of you at home.